everyone, this is a video response to jjmmccaa88, Joanne, and you've asked, I love your channel, by the way, very nice channel, I love your cards, you showed the other day, and you have questions on tarot, so I wanted to answer a couple of them. The first one is you asked, basically, what do you do with your tarot decks when you first buy them? What I do, and I have a couple of them, what I do is basically like if I want to use them right away, because I'm very eager when I get a new deck, I just want to try them out. So what I do is basically mix them up very well, cleanse them, like in the sense I shuffle them a lot before I do a reading. Like I really make sure I shuffle them really well, and then I put them over sage. I love sage to cleanse. I don't know why, that's my favorite type of cleansing with the cards. Like to cleanse them for the first time, I just put them over sage. I know the smell of sage could be strong sometimes, but if I don't have sage at hand, I'll just use another kind of incense, any type. I have a couple of them. I have sandalwood, I have patchouli, I have neck champa. I have a couple of them. So it doesn't matter to me which kind of incense, as long as I pass them over incense. And kind of, I feel that the smoke of incense is very cleansing. Doesn't matter what type. That's in my opinion. That's what I feel. So I just kind of do that. If I don't have sage at hand, I'll do that. Lately, I haven't been using sage that much. I have sage here, but I haven't been using it. I've been using more like sweet type of incense. Because I know sage could be a little strong, and it could kind of get, you know, the smell it could kind of get very, like, strong in your cards. But I kind of like to use sage. That's my personal preference. Now, if you don't feel like sage is like it's very strong for your cards, you could probably use like another type of incense. Doesn't matter. But that's what I do. And then I make sure I shuffle them. I pass them over the incense a couple of times, back and front. And then I am pretty much done to do a reading. That's the way I personally do it. And then when I'm done with that, I just store them back in their box. I wish I could buy, you know, a case for each of my decks, but I have a lot of decks in my case. I would say 30 decks or more. I really haven't counted, but yeah, I have a couple of decks. Now, the ones that are very special to me, I have a couple of them that I am planning to either buy a wooden box for, or buy like a silk bag. Then you can also, that's kind of what I have in mind. I have a couple of decks that I have in mind to do that, because I feel that I have a strong connection to those certain decks that I own. So I want to kind of do something special for them. But in general, right now, as I speak, I have them all in their boxes because I don't have any kind of wooden box right now. I have a deck that I bought recently, which is the Sweet Twilight Tarot deck, which I feel very strong connection to. So I want to get a wooden box for that deck, and probably put like a stone inside. I haven't thought of which stone yet, but that's what I was thinking of doing. And then let me see. You asked something else. I think you asked. Let me see. Oh, like if you sleep with the pillow, the tarot decks, I personally don't. I just basically, what I do is like I said, that's all the process that I do. I haven't even charged my cards at the moon. I've never tried that before, which is a very good idea. I think that would be very empowering for your tarot decks if you could do that. If you could charge them under the moon, or if you could sleep with them like under your pillow. I haven't tried that either. That's a very good idea. Let me see what else you asked. You asked about tarot journaling. Tarot journaling, in my case, is very good when you're starting out. It's a very good technique because you could kind of, you know, put the images of each card, and you could probably learn. I've been trying to do that with oracles in my case because I've been reading tarot for a while, so I kind of got the meanings of all of the cards already. I kind of got that already. So I wanted to do that with oracles that I own and kind of learn more about them, because oracles are very different from tarot decks. So the tarot decks in general, the meanings are very standard. Of course, each deck varies, and then you can add kind of things. You can add to the card, or you can take away, depending on the deck, depending on the card itself. But on the oracles are very different. So in that case, I'm planning to study more the oracles, and basically I'm planning to get it. I already got the journal. I just haven't had the time to do it. But to get a specific deck, and I have one of crystals that I really want to get into, and I want to kind of learn each crystal just by looking at it and know what the meaning is, and go from there. That's what I want to do. That's my plan, and that's a great technique. But as of now, I don't. What I do keep with my tarot decks right now, what I'm trying to do and I'm trying to build on as well, is a like a layout notebook where I could just go in the notebook and look and search any layout I need for a specific reading that I'm working on. So I already got the journal, and I'm working on that. I haven't finished it. I basically started. So that's a good technique I recommend, because you could just put all the layouts that you find or you find interesting that could help you in your readings. You could put them in there and then store them. So that's something that I am doing as for the tarot. Let me see what else you asked.
What's your method of getting to know that? I am a beginner, so this is why I'm asking these questions.
Yeah, pretty much if you're starting out, I would recommend a journal and kind of work your way up from there. You could probably get like each card, and just maybe per day. You don't even have to do it like a whole session if you don't have the time. Like per day, get a card and just go in and look at the card. Look and see and resonate with what it means to you before looking at the meaning. And then kind of write down what your thoughts are, what you see in the card, and then you can also, after you're done with that, you could also study the book, whatever book you have. I have a great book. I'm going to put it up in a really good book of tarot decks that it's good for meanings. I think the best books are the general meanings. I don't know if you, no, it wasn't you that you showed. It was Sage. She showed a great book that I have. It's by Janina Renee. It's Tarot Made Easy, I believe, is it? I think that's the name of the book. I'll put it on the side there so you could look at it. It's a very good book, and it has the meanings of each card, the signs, and that helps you so much in your readings, because you could kind of look at the time frames and all that stuff. So, yeah.
I have quite a few tarot decks.
And I think that's all you asked.
I'm still learning,
Yeah, I think that's all you asked. So I hope this video has helped you. Many blessings, and please let me know if you have any questions, okay? Blessed be.